Deep in the heart of the African rainforest, where the air feels thicker than a protein shake at the gym and the trees stretch higher than a giraffe on roller skates, lives a creature that will make your average garden snail look like it's suffering from a serious case of inferiority complex. Meet Lysichatina fulica, also known as the African giant snail, nature's own slow-moving, lettuce-loving tank. That is, if tanks were slimy, had eye stalks, and moved slower than your grandma's dial-up internet. These colossal critters can grow up to 20 centimeters long. That's not a snail. It's practically a foot-long sub with antennae. When evolution decided to go big or go home, this snail went big. And then it went into your garden, your home, and probably your dreams too. Now let's talk about the family tree. The African giant snail is part of gastropoda, which is just a fancy way of saying stomach foot. Yup, imagine if your stomach doubled as your foot. Actually, on second thought, don't imagine that. It's gross. But that's exactly what these snails did when they split from their ocean-dwelling cousins 21 million years ago. They looked at the ocean and said, nah, too much water. Let's try walking or sliding on this thing called land. But wait, it gets weirder. These guys share a common ancestor with squids and octopuses from 500 million years ago. Can you picture that family reunion? Hey, cousin octopus, how's the whole 8 arms thing working out? Me? I just grew a shell, no big deal. Now, onto the romantic side of snail life. When a mommy snail and a daddy snail love each other? Oh wait, they're the same snail. These slimy wonders are hermaphrodites. That's nature's way of saying, why pick a side when you can have it all? Their mating rituals can last up to 6 hours. Yeah, you heard that right. 6 hours. That's longer than most Hollywood marriages. And if you're curious about the love dart thing, trust me, Google it if you dare. After their 6-hour slow-motion romance, they lay up to 1,200 eggs a year. That's not reproduction, that's a hostile takeover. And in just 2 weeks, baby snails hatch, ready to munch through the world. They reach adulthood in 6 months to a year. Now imagine if human teens could reproduce. Actually, on second thought, let's not imagine that. Terrifying. These snails can live for up to 10 years. That's a whole decade of leaving trails of slime and devouring anything in sight. Speaking of which, their diet is more varied than a hipster's vinyl collection. Over 500 plants are on the menu, including cocoa, bananas, sweet potatoes, melons, cucumbers, you name it, they'll eat it. It's like they're competing in a gastropod version of MasterChef. But hang on, it gets weirder. These snails are no salad purists. They'll happily chow down on lichens, fungi, sand, small stones, and even other snails. Yes, if the going gets tough, they're not above cannibalism. Slimy, but true. Let's talk about snail slime. Are you tired of spending a fortune on beauty products? Do you wish you could find a natural solution for all your skin woes? Well, look no further than your local giant snail. That's right, folks. The slime from our slimy friends is packed with more benefits than a Swiss Army knife. Here's what it offers. Anti-inflammatory properties. Snail slime contains mucopolysaccharides. These compounds reduce redness and swelling by promoting tissue hydration. It's like having tiny, slimy firefighters putting out inflammation in your skin. Wound healing and regeneration. The slime is rich in allantoin. This boosts cell growth, helping cuts and burns heal faster. It's like a cheerleading squad for your skin cells, encouraging them to rebuild faster than a kid with Legos. Moisturizing effects. Glycoproteins in the slime help your skin hold on to water. They form a barrier to prevent moisture loss, keeping your skin as hydrated as a camel after an oasis pit stop. Antimicrobial action. The slime contains peptides like acasin that fight harmful bacteria, fungi, and even some viruses. It's nature's way of saying, germs you shall not pass. Antioxidant benefits. Packed with vitamins A, C, and E, Snail slime. Fights free radicals that cause aging. These antioxidants are like tiny bodyguards, protecting your skin cells from damage and keeping wrinkles at bay. With all these benefits, it's no wonder beauty companies are slapping this stuff in everything from creams to masks. It's the secret ingredient that makes you look like you've been kissed by a very affectionate and surprisingly beneficial slug. How does it stack up against other natural remedies? Well, while turmeric might stain your countertops and ginger might make you smell like a stir-fry, snail slime just leaves you looking suspiciously young and radiant. It's giving Benjamin Button a run for its money. But here's the kicker: these snails are becoming rare in their home turf. Deforestation is turning their lush rainforest into a parking lot, and climate change is making their home hotter than a sauna in the Sahara. It's like someone took their perfect habitat and put it in a blender set to apocalypse. Yet, despite these challenges, these tenacious little invaders have set their sights on new territories faster than a tourist with a selfie stick. They've spread across Africa, Southeast Asia, South America, and even the US. They're like the Genghis Khan of the mollusk world, just slower. Scientists are fascinated by how these slow-motion slime machines have become such successful invaders. In places where they've set up shop, they're about as popular as a loud snorer on a red-eye flight. And if you're sweating, guess what? They're thriving. They love hot and humid conditions and can live anywhere from forests to coastlines to your grandma's backyard garden. And here's a fun fact: some cultures consider these snails a delicacy. In stews, grilled, or with sauces, they're said to have an earthy, chewy flavor. But before you get too adventurous, be warned, eating them raw is like playing a game of Russian roulette with parasites. Always cook them well unless you're up for a side of explosive consequences. So there you have it, the African giant snail. A slimy, surprisingly fascinating creature that's part invasive species, part endangered, part gourmet snack, and 100% bizarre. They're nature's way of asking, what if snails but ridiculous? If this slimy adventure tickled your curiosity, don't forget to subscribe for more weird and wonderful tales from the natural world. Have an oddball animal you want us to cover next? Drop it in the comments below. And if this gastropod saga left you shell-shocked, pun intended, share it with a friend who could use a little snail-themed hilarity in their life. Remember, in the world of nature, the stranger it is, the more awesome it gets. So keep learning, keep exploring, and always watch where you step, unless you want a close encounter with a 20-centimeter snail. Thank you for watching.